welcome to Ellis Mowers and More. On today's video, we have this John Deere LT160 in here. I traded for, and it needs a mower deck. So I searched long and wide. I found a mower deck, and we're going to just get this thing refreshed so that it's running, driving, and cutting reliably again, and send it on. So we'll do that in this video. Let's go ahead and get started. So let me give you a quick walk around before we put a new mower deck on. I'll show you the mower deck here as well real quick as well. So we've got this, again it's a John Deere LT160. It's got the hydrostatic. The reverse pedal for the hydrostatic is gone on it, and instead what they did is they welded this rod, so you just lift up the rod here, or put your hand on the rod and pull it backward so that you go backwards. It works fine, the transmission works fine. Again, with a mower that looks this bad, I was even on the fence about even finding a deck for it, but I did find one at a good price to put this on. The other issue I really need to sort out is that it's not charging the battery. I'm pretty sure that it's just, I hope, because I hooked the AC current, and I am getting AC current here on these two terminals of the this is Kohler Command. I think this is a 16. No. Where is this model at? A CV460S. I don't know how many horsepower that is, but I think it's like a 16 or something like that. They have retrofitted a start-stop button to bypass all the safety switches. Again, I'll disclose that in the sale, so they have an idea, so that people know that they don't expect it to cut off whenever it lifts off the seat. Things like that. All the tires are holding a decent amount of air. Just need to top a couple of them off. And the mower deck, if I can lower the mower deck, I'll show you what happened to it. So I'm going to lower it with the knob there. Got it lowered down all the way. Is it this side or is it the other side? So the other side of the mower deck is over here. It has a big gaping hole in it right there. So that's the cause of this to not work anymore. But everything is here, which is good. Yeah, that spindle is all jacked on there. So good news is I found a mower deck that's going to work here, and it's actually in pretty good condition. It's a LT133, so this is not a 42 inch. This is a 38 inch, but it has all of the same hookups as the 42, which is really good. Should just be a direct swap, which is going to be really nice. So as you can see, the mower deck's not in, has had some patchwork done to it, but is solid where it needs to be, and so that's good. As you can see, there's actually a new deck spindle right there on it as well. It came with the belt, and when I lift up the mower here, or the deck, also came with the mounting hardware, which is great, or some mounting hardware. And when you lift up this, actually the blades look pretty good for what they are. They're in decent shape for what they are. Decent lift on them. This thing probably cut pretty good. And I think this right spindle is okay. I mean, like I said, this is not going to be like a, you know, perfect mower by any means, but we are going to get this functionally, you know, running, cutting, charging the battery and stuff again here. So underneath here, to get the mower deck off, there's a rod. So this one's got the quick disconnects, but there's also a rod down there that you can see, the little spring looking thing there. You got to take that off. You got to take the two disconnects off, and you have to take the deck belt off of this front pulley here. Slide the deck forward, take it off of this front bracket, and you should be ready to slide it out. I should just be able to transfer, I don't know if I'll be able to transfer this deck chute, but we'll see if I can or not. I'll go ahead and take this mower deck off, and we'll get the new one on. So before we did the mower deck, I wanted to try to make sure that the charging issue is fixed. Lucky for me, it was just the voltage regulator. So if you ever have a charging issue, measure your battery while it's running. It should be in the 13s, maybe around low 14s. If it's not, it's one of two things with these Kohlers, and you hope that it's the voltage regulator. In this case, it is. Sometimes it's the flywheel magnets. They come unglued underneath the engine, and you have to take the flywheel off and re-glue them with JB Weld and stuff like that. Lucky for me, it was just the voltage regulator. It's literally two 8mm bolts or screws you just take out, swap the regulator out. I had a blown up Kohler over there on that Husqvarna. Swapped it out, put it in here. It's good to go. The old one's right. The old one is right over here. One other good way to test to make sure that it's the voltage regulator is you take your multimeter on AC current, 200 amp AC current, probe these two terminals on the ends. You should see amperage on them, or a voltage reading. I think it's going to be anywhere between 10 to 15 volts whenever it's at the low throttle, and then it could be up in the 30s, maybe even a little bit higher if it's in the upper throttle there. So this one's toast though, and that was the part number for it. So I'll link all that stuff in the description. So just to show y'all proof of concept, I'll crank it up. Again, these Kohlers like 12 volts and a good charged battery to run properly. So good. We've got 14 volts going to the battery now, so it'll stay charged, nice and charged, and all that good stuff. And that's the main issue that I wanted to fix there. In order, I want this thing to be self-sufficient. Whoever buys it from me or whatever I do with it, I just want it to work properly. So I'm going to get this deck off, like I mentioned earlier. We'll slap the new deck on. We'll see if we can get this thing cutting again as well. Well guys, I'm a little bit restricted today because of the rain, but I can show you that this thing will now cut grass, which is good. Well, the blades will turn. Cut grass, relative. But considering the way that today is. But yeah, so that 38-inch deck slid right up in there on the existing mounts and everything perfectly. No problems at all, which is good. I'll give you all a look around of the mower deck real quick. And I don't have a chute for it, but again, the condition of the mower ain't really going to mean anything to any body. The blades are fine. See, I had some welds and stuff done back here, but everything's solid on it, especially where the welds are. The welds have been done to give a little bit nicer appearance. This is not a showpiece. This is I can crank it, I can drive it, and I can cut with it machine. This is all it is. In terms of physical restoration, I'm going to give it a wash before I sell it. But this is about it. So it's charging the battery with the new voltage regulator. It's cutting grass with the new deck, or with the replacement deck that I found. I think I told you I found this for $60. So with the new deck spindle and everything, literally just bolted right on, mounting hardware and all that good stuff. So I took the discharge chute off of this. I am going to break this mower deck down at a later time. The deck belt on it may be okay just to have if needed. You can see kind of the same setup here. A couple of tension pulleys. I did have to work on this a little bit for him because it was jumping the belt off of this area right here, that pulley, and the guides were messed up, so I had to put some guides on it for him. I did that last year. Saw that middle of last year. I said, cut with it till the deck rots out because it's pretty close. And he definitely did. So not really too bad there. I do want to show you, I do have to pump the front tires up and stuff. I wish I could wash it for y'all, but with the way my video schedule and stuff is, it's not going to rain until, or it's not going to stop raining until I can upload this video. So just imagine this a little bit greener and a little bit cleaner, and that's pretty much what you got. But I'll show you that this thing cuts grass again, and or will cut again with the new mower deck. It does seem like it's a little labored though, but it could just be age, and who knows how long this deck has been sitting up too. Although it looks good overall, and it cranks better and is charging the battery. So. Thing, which is great. Put a mower deck on it. I do need to check the oil real quick, make sure everything's straight with that, and we'll be good. And if I remember correctly, I did put some oil in this, but or I did change the oil on it last time. But like I said, who knows how long it's been since it actually has been serviced. Let me see. We'll check it here. Seems full, which is good, so that's nice. Again, this is nothing nothing crazy, nothing special. It's a runner, it's a cutter, and it's going to serve somebody well in their cutting endeavors for who knows how long. These things right here will run forever, and you can see this one has not been treated the best, but it is still kicking, and I'm very happy I decided to save it, especially since I found that deck for relatively cheap, all things considered. Alright guys, so again, just imagine this thing all cleaned up. That's the only thing else I'm going to do to this. I don't even know if I'm even going to sharpen the blades on it, honestly, because nobody who really is going to be taking great care of their lawn is going to buy something that looks like this mostly. Whoever's going to buy this just wants something that runs, drives, and cuts grass. So that's what they're going to get with this. This mower, if I get $350 for it, is going to be really good. It's probably going to be, I'm probably going to post it for $300 and just say whoever has the first with the money, come get it. There's a guy who potentially has a trade deal that I may be interested in, like a 3 mowers for 1 trade deal. On Marketplace, I might message him before I list this, because these cheap mowers are just a bear to sell sometimes, because you get a bunch of, is this available, can you hold this for me, can I pay you in 3 weeks, etc., etc. And so I have to specify in these ads, this is the price, bring a truck, take it with you. So that's what this one's going to be, and we're keeping it, making it live on again. Again, throw another deck under this. Again, if you find any LT John Deere mower, LT series, anywhere from the LT133 all the way up to the LT180, especially the one, I think all those have the mechanical bleeding gauge like this. Plug and play, 38, 42, I believe the 48-inch decks on the 180s will just fit right up underneath one of these, which is good. Although the problem is these mowers have been used and used and used so much that it's hard to find a decent mower deck to replace it with. And like I said, between a voltage regulator and a deck, this is all that this one technically really needed to get back running and cutting again reliably. And I put a plug in it and adjusted the carburetor a little bit too. But the good news is, quick aside story about the mower deck here. I'd been looking for a couple of weeks and couldn't find anything in this area within about a 2-hour drive. And I'm not driving 2 hours to spend, you know, $100 on a mower deck for a $300 mower. Luckily, we're up at my wife's family's for the weekend, and I checked up there, had a little bit of time. There was one that was like 1 hour from where we were at, which was actually good, and that was actually 2. One of them was nicer than this one, but he wanted a little bit more money, and so I messaged this one. I said, hey, $60, he had it listed for $75, I can come pick it up. I told him what days, and we agreed on a price, $60, agreed on the time. I went and picked it up, and it was better than I expected it to be, with the new deck spindle and the blades in good condition and the belt being complete, and the mounting hardware to be able to just mount this on here. So be strategic in your purchases. It ain't the best looking, but it's going to serve the purpose, and it matches the rest of the mower. And if anything, if you find one of these, they're probably not going to have a hood on them, but they're probably going to run until eternity, honestly. So I really do like working on these. And I recommend them if you can find one, because you can find these for cheap because of the hood situation. $500 or less a lot of times, and they're going to have a ton of life left in them as long as the decks don't rot out on them. And you'll be good. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. I'm sorry I couldn't clean it up. It's just with the holiday weekend and the video schedules and things along those lines, that's all I could do here. But as y'all know, these things are great. This is going to make somebody a good mower for a good little while to come. Thank y'all again very much for watching. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video, found it helpful. Any links and stuff, I'll throw links to blades and voltage regulator down below, and belts and stuff for LT160. I'll do for the 38-inch and the 42-inch decks. I appreciate it, and I'll catch y'all on the next Small Engine Repair.